Hi there. Let me take a few minutes and give you some hints regarding question 1.48. This is where you are going to enter sodium contents for beef hot dogs, for meat hot dogs, and for poultry hot dogs. So first you want to enter the data into lists. I entered the beef hot dog sodium contents into list 1, list 2, meat hot dogs, list 3, poultry hot dogs. Make sure, second y equals, make sure that all three of your plots are on. Plot 1 is on, plot 2 is on, plot 3 is on. Make sure that your plots are pointing to the correct data. List 1 has the beef data, list 2 has the meat data, list 3 has the poultry data. These represent box and whisker plots, so this stat plot setup will give me 3 box and whisker plots simultaneously that I can then compare. Here's a hint. In terms of the window, an X minimum of 100 and X maximum of 650, those are good enough in order to see all of your box and whisker plots. Remember that these represent milligrams of sodium in these different types of hot dogs. X scale down, none of these values will affect the box and whisker plots themselves, so you don't need to worry about them. Here is our graph. So in terms of the shapes, this is the distribution for the beef hot dogs, their sodium content. It looks like it's skewed to the right. A histogram would confirm that. You could also compare the mean and the median. So this is the box and whisker plot for the meat hot dogs, and it has an outlier. Something to think about. The box and whisker plot here, the third one, is for the poultry hot dogs. So it also looks like it might be skewed a little bit to the right. So based on the shapes of the distributions, again, it would be good to use histograms to confirm this, to compare means and medians. But based on what I see here, I think to compare centers, you are probably safest to use the medians. And to compare the spreads, you're probably best to use IQRs. And frankly, that's the most convenient because once you have it plotted, you can trace. You can quickly trace the medians. You can quickly calculate Q3 and Q1 in order to describe the IQRs. So make sure that you cuss and BS. So cuss, C stands for center. So describe the centers, give me specific numeric values. Again, I am right now tracing medians. Something to think about, use comparison words such as least or greatest, larger, smaller. When you write, since you're comparing distributions, you should use comparison words. Compare the centers. You should also compare the spreads. So again, to calculate the IQR, don't forget you can take Q3 and subtract Q1, so you can tell me what you see regarding the spreads. You should be specific about that. We've already talked about the shapes. So in terms of cuss and BS, remember BS means be specific. C is for center. The 2 S's are for shape and spread. The U represents unusual features. So when I look at these 3 distributions, there is one unusual feature that stands out. So that's definitely something that you would want to include when you make a small write-up about this. So I hope these hints are helpful. See you tomorrow. Good luck.